Yet another Monday, yet another Crash of the Titans. We got our good friend Magik taking on Wolfsbane. So it's a battle of the New Mutants. So Wolfsbane, she is a black, red, and purple user. Um, we actually got to go into my roster to remember what her powers are. I mean, I know what her black ability is. It makes her go invisible. I know her red ability puts out strike tiles on blue, and then her purple ability puts countdown tiles on green tiles. So let's go into it fully. So Rend, which they have at level 5. So what it does, cost 8, it deals damage up to 5 times, dealing whatever the game has for the listed amount of damage, and then uh, she creates an invisibility tile that goes invisible, and then as long as that tile, the silent retreat invisibility tile is on the board, she can't be attacked by match damages or moves that target, but moves that indirectly target, aka team damage and moves, will affect her. Sadly, though, Magik doesn't have any team damage moves, because we'll get into that there momentarily. Go for the Throat is a red ability which costs 6, deals damage to the target, and then creates 4 strike tiles on the board. At lower levels, less damage, less strike tiles. And then finally, One Woman Wolf Pack. This here costs 7. And what it'll do, it'll create countdown tiles on the board from from 1 to 5 turns. And then when each of those countdown tiles expires, it does whatever the listed damage says. So essentially, you have the potential to do a ton of damage, but if those countdown tiles either get mashed away or destroyed or whatever the case might be, you lose out on a bit of damage. As far as her affiliations go, Mutants, Heroes, and Excalibur. I remember here, I want to say she's probably a current member of Excalibur, which is going on right now with the X-Men. But yeah, she was a member of X-Force and X-Factor, and of course the New Mutants as well, because you know they were a thing. And now speaking of one of the several members of the New Mutants, here's Magik. She is a purple, red, and black user. Her purple ability costs 9, creates a one-turn repeater tile that turns basic tiles to red, and then at higher levels, what that repeater tile will do, if it's matched away or destroyed, then she'll create strike tiles on the board. At higher levels, it's 3 strike tiles. At lower levels, it's 2 strike tiles. And then, as when that repeater tile is no longer on the board, it goes back to Ruler Limbo. Sight Sorcery is her red ability, which costs 12. Deals damage to the target, and it removes up to 2 strike attack, protect, or countdown tiles on the board. Excuse me while I do that there. And then finally, Edelich Armor, which is her blue passive. And what it'll do, anytime either she or one of her allies fire off a power, she'll create 2 protect tiles on the board, and then fortify 2 friendly strike, attack, or protect tiles, and then improve them by whatever the listed amount. Alright? Her affiliation for those that care: Heroes, X-Men, Mutants, Supernatural. Alright, so let's let's think up a strategy on how to really believe in Magic. So one of the things that you want to do, well, against Wolfsbane, we don't want to go invisible, so we gotta deny black. Her red ability is that can hurt us too, because creating the strike tiles and whatnot. The countdown tiles, I mean, that's kind of iffy, but I mean we're gonna be matching purple anyways. So deny black, deny red. Then as far as what we need to do with Magic, we need to gather as much purple as we can so that we can keep those get that repeater tile on the board, and then follow that up with her black so that we can get you know her black. I mean her red. We can follow it up with her red to additionally fortify some of those projectiles and then do damage to Wolfsbane. Alright, so I'm gonna let my master do all the talking now. Alright. Easy does it, as we as I'm going to say right now. That was, I'm not gonna say painful, but hey, as long as the job gets done, something that matters to me. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so as far as pairing people up with Magic, one of the Black Panther, pretty obvious. He wants his stuff fortified. He does it with his yellow. He wants projectiles on the board, so there's some natural synergy there between the two of them. And then if you add Shuri wants to do stuff with fortified tiles as well. So you master fortified tiles. Hopefully some of them projectiles are fortified too. Do massive amounts of damage to your opponent. Boom, boom, boom. Now, as far as fortifying repeater tiles, you got 5-star Green Goblin. He fortifies protect tiles, well, repeater tiles. And so there's an option there. Also, sure, she'll fortify those that repeater tile too. It's just you got to make sure that you have enough um, special tiles on the board that haven't been fortified yet, and then obviously she'll start to do her fortification. Try to think here. Who else? Well, anybody that really needs red, that's always a great option there because her purple, but the repeater tile is gonna constantly give you red as we seen up in the fight. And so that'll help supplement a little bit of your powers right there. You could probably even roll with the 3-star Scarlet Witch if you really want to get the that purple repeater tile off and rolling pretty quickly, and then the strike tiles to boot. That's always a positive thing there. And that's gonna end at least this video here. We know the next Crash of the Titans, at least in 6 days, 15 hours as of this recording, will be with the Super Scroll. So we're gonna be taking a look at the Super Scroll and battling both of their Crash of the Titans. So I said that's gonna end that. I'm gonna do some PvP stuff real quick, and then after we do that, we're going to look at day 1 and day 2 of Mr. Negative. So stay tuned.